Who ruined your family Christmas this year, and what did they do? I found out my wife was cheating on me at 11:30 p.m. Christmas Eve while we were at her parents' house. I packed up my stuff, walked right by her family who didn't know what was going on, and drove 6 hours in a crazy rainstorm to my parents' house. My mother got belligerently drunk, locked herself in the closet, and claimed she was going to end her life. Then she vomited and my dad and I were trying to drag her into her bed. She then proceeded to get violent with me and kicked me in the face. My wife decided to stay on the phone with one of her exes from her distant past rather than sit down with me and my sons to eat the Christmas Eve dinner I spent 3 hours making while it was still hot. My mom decided that is better for her and me that she is going to spend these holidays with her much younger boyfriend, 15-17 year difference, in another city while her second husband, my stepdad, is in a different country trying to work for us so he can help us with money and shit, so here I am. Barely 18. My girlfriend's sister. She has 3 young girls and a terrible choice of men. She chooses to date via a video of the kids to reveal to everybody that she is now dating a well-known junkie within our town. She has a very addictive personality and has struggled to stay clean herself. My girlfriend is now ridiculously stressed out and worried for the kids. My cousin exposed our entire extended family of generational abuse and trauma, and like a good old traumatized family, all the adults carried on like normal and the kids are seeking therapy. Simply don't have anyone to celebrate it with. I was planning to go spend Christmas with my mom and dad this year after my 9-year engagement broke off just before Christmas. I just moved out, so I'm alone for the first time in 9 years. Then my dog got a stomach bug. He woke me up 3 times at night to go outside for a poo. He usually sleeps through the night no problem, and I discovered a pile of puke on his dog bed. It's not his fault, but I don't know if I can go anywhere today. Edit. 9-year relationship and engaged for a year and a half. My cluster headaches made appearance after 2 months of quiet. FCAS. Cancer. My mom passed in early July. First year without her. My brother and I visited grandma, like every year. But this time without our mom, but the feeling just isn't the same anymore. Edit. Thank you for all the nice comments. I read every single one, but there are just too many to reply to everyone. You made my Christmas special. My body, I guess. I have a condition that is rapidly worsening. And on Christmas Eve my doctor told me it's gotten so bad I may need to be in urgent care at the hospital on Tuesday. It's all I've been thinking about. I can't even sleep. My cousin, who bought Chick-fil-A so he wouldn't have to eat our homemade meals, announced upon arriving he wasn't helping with anything. Tried to trip acid all day on Christmas Eve. Got drunk before noon by himself on that same day when I told him no Christmas hallucinogens. And drunkenly screamed in my face when I told him to clean up his dishes and beer cans. But no Christmas hallucinogens. There's a phrase I've never seen before. My wife. A couple weeks ago she broke the news to me that she had an affair at the beginning of this year. And wants a divorce. Hey. As someone who went through infidelity and divorce, if you need someone to talk to or just to vent, DM me. I'm happy to try to be supporting in this really tough time. My mom died last week. My dad died 6 years ago. This is my first holiday without a parent. Edit. Whoa. I just came back and saw this. This outpouring is mind-blowing. Thank you all. I only ask that you find the people in your life that need such love and share it as freely. It's Christmas morning and I can hear my nephew, who lives in the apartment downstairs, throwing a temper tantrum because he thinks his sister got larger gifts from Santa this year. His dad, are you joking right now? You better be joking. Say just kidding. Oh my god. Tell me he's kidding. It's 8 AM. No one ruined Christmas, but my granddad has been in the hospital for almost 2 weeks and unfortunately, He can't be home for Christmas. I've never had a Christmas without him for all 20 years of my life. Due to COVID. We can't visit either. Gave him a call this morning and it put a lump in my throat. He mentioned he got a gift from the ward which got him emotional and nearly got me in tears. He calmed down and started to tell me about the turkey dinner he's having today, which he's excited about. Good news though. He should be home before New Year. My father-in-law died from COVID yesterday. Definitely dampened the Christmas spirit around here. I stole my family's stockings and replaced them with coal. My mom couldn't stop laughing. My dad was annoyed and my brother indifferent. Not this year. But last year my older sister was being a bitch and talking down to me. Seriously. When was the last time I even talked to you? My reply. Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe it was at your wedding a few months ago? Dot. She got married in May. Divorced by July. Now sitting next to her new boyfriend that she's introducing to us for the first time. They left. My parents were pissed. I had a great time. Fkin Travis. My friend is remodeling his kitchen and living room. Well, Travis, who does vac and electrical work, decided that it would be no big deal to go to work knowing that his wife was sick with COVID. He exposed my dad who's a painter and my friend's dad who's a carpenter. Now we all have to be without our dad. Fkin Travis. You suck. Everyone except me this time. Everyone is yelling at one another while I'm here writing this comment. Hoping everyone will stay calm more than 3 minutes. Myself. For always acting like it is okay to do all the work. All the planning. All the present buying. Etc. So now no one tries to make it special for me and I am just tired of doing all the work. So I don't. Christmas got cancelled due to the parents having an argument in the morning. Told everyone not to come. Spent Christmas with my cat. I got fired a week ago. For doing my job and giving everything to my company. FCKU Aaron. Edit. Reddit. You done made my Christmas a whole lot brighter with your flurry of FCKU Aaron. Sorry dude. FCK Aaron. All my homies hate Aaron. My manager. Who told everyone that they had to work today and gave himself the day off. For once no one has ruined my Christmas but my sister is still supposed to come round and we've not been on the same page ever. Not a family member. My grandma is into spiritist stuff. Whatever. She's happy and it's not like the money she gives put her well-being in jeopardy. We found out that the people to whom she's been giving money for years is scamming her for a very large amount of money. My dad and uncles stopped taking her to that place. And they called her from the place and convinced her that her family wants to do her harm. She was very sour and barely spoke to anyone. That added to the fact that Christmas was a very small meeting this year and some of us were there for less than an hour. We're not sure if that can be legally denounced as scamming and it's very difficult to talk to my grandma about that subject. People were bitter and worried. It was a very tense meeting. Edit. Yeah. Spiritist or spiritism. A mix between a lot faith in God and angels and spirits and such and the belief that there are people using witchcraft to harm her. My dad cheated on my mom for the 4th time and she left him, so this Christmas will be interesting. Well, I got left with building every single toy set for my nephew. And these aren't simple plug-in things. Booklets with 7 bags of screws and wooden dowels that I have to twist and fit perfectly. It's 6 AM and I still have one left. But that will have to wait. Save that last one to do with him. That could mean more to him than the gift itself. Myself. Ate takeaway curry last night and got food poisoning. So I've spent the entire day at home hugging the toilet bowl. On the plus side, my abdominals are gonna look fierce tomorrow. So there's that. Gym owners hate this one simple trick. My mom's denial of her bipolar disorder. She is in full manic mode. I traveled 8 hours from another country to be with my parents on Christmas. I was supposed to stay for almost 2 weeks. But the atmosphere was so toxic I had to get out after 3 days. I told them I'm leaving. I couldn't handle her screaming and aggressivity and overall nastiness. I want to help her so badly. But she flat out screamed to my face that she isn't ill. This is who she is. I have my own mental health issues and I couldn't take it anymore because she was pouring verbal poison into me every minute I was with her. I sat on a bus back home and arrived at 3 AM to my apartment. Me. Woke up at 10 AM hungover and I've only just stopped throwing up. Edit. It was 3 hours. Merry Christmas to everyone. Bob's mom. Decided having COVID-like symptoms won't cause enough for testing. Gave it to Bob, who in turn may have given it to me. Neither my GF nor I, who live together, can go see our families. BC, we are waiting on lab results. My dad killed himself in August. I cried at 6 AM because it's my first Christmas without him. Edit. Thank you to everyone who wished me well. And I'm sorry to everyone who also lost someone important to them and are struggling this Christmas. After losing my brother in May, then my father in August, I can say that 2020 is the worst year of my life. But everyone's comments have warmed my heart. And to anyone who is considering suicide, please don't do it. You are loved. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Please don't kill yourself. The suicide hotline number is 1-800-273-8255. Please call it or talk to someone about it. My cat is dying and I stayed home to be with her. I'm putting her down tomorrow. I have Crohn's and I got an abscess right near my sphincter. That had to be surgically drained under general anesthesia, but unbeknownst to them it was so deep and it went high up in my right cheek, supralevator or some shitty. The all looked like somebody threw shitty and blood everywhere when I left. Happens, BC, it shoots out from the pressure, and if they aren't prepared, well then they forgot to give me pain meds when I went home and I was still numb from surgery, so I couldn't feel anything. Q 6 hours later. 10:30 my time and I head back to the ER. Finally got a pain med in me, 2:30 Afkin, and now I have to wait until the flight fight reaction goes back down, which means take pills for a BT and then I will eventually calm down. I hate pills too, BC, they constipate me, but I can't take ibuprofen, BC, it fucks my Crohn's up bad. OWH what FCK, I'm fun. And this ain't the first Christmas New Year's in the ER. Lung cancer ruined my Christmas by popping up the week before Christmas. I've been an endurance athlete my whole life. No smoking and barely drink. All my COVID tests were negative. So we did a CT scan that led to biopsies. Got the results 3 days ago. I'm only 29 years old. Just finished grad school and landed my dream job 3 weeks ago. Edit. You guys. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Take a lesson from me and make an extra effort to be kind to the people around you each day. Life is too short to be a jerk. And life is too short to not help those around you who are less fortunate. Be kind to everyone. You won't regret it. No one. I have no one to celebrate it with. So. Edit. Thank you all. All 13,000 of you who took the time to like and comment on this little insignificant throwaway comment about me being alone on Christmas. You are good people. I know we spend a lot of time here on Reddit arguing and downright trolling each other. But I have to admit, I am quite humbled by this response and I have no clue how to respond back other than that stupid little thank you. So thank you. If you are reading this, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Your effort is much appreciated. And I hope that regardless of situation, you've had a happy Christmas too. Love. My wife. Mental health issues suck. For the first time in 38 years. Nobody. Thank God for quarantine. Coronavirus is responsible for me not being with my mom on Christmas Day for the first time ever. I'm 50 yo. The day is only complete in Australia and Eastern Asia. Give us a chance for a FKed up day, mate. My wife. She called the simple ring my daughter received from her boyfriend a trash ring because she wasn't wearing the nearly $700 class ring we had just given her. I have never been so disgusted with my wife. My husband's alcoholic co-worker. Dude has been packing into bars every day this whole pandemic and he got COVID. He took it with him to work and my husband got sick. Brought it home to me. So now rather than enjoying hosting family Christmas in our new house, we are both still so exhausted that our living room is overtaken with bedroom furniture that we don't have the energy to take upstairs. And we ate frozen pizza on Christmas Eve because the idea of grocery shopping, let alone cooking anything, makes me want to cry. My grandmother. She died. I wish this was a joke. But she really did die peacefully the morning of 12/24. We think she waited specifically for that day because she knew we'd be together and our Christmas traditions would help us get through the tough day. My husband died of cancer at Thanksgiving, so let's just move to January already. The definition of a FK'd up everything. Edit. Sending out hugs and a huge thank you for all the love and kindness you have sent my way. I know I am going to be alright. I know it's going to take time. Some steps harder than others. Peace to you all, even the wholesome award guy. You odd bugger you. Edit 2. A lot of replies are coming from people who have also lost loved one. I encourage you to reach out to some of the other sites like Our Grieving or Our Widow, as these have insightful commenters who share these awful experiences and can help you express your pain. And hopefully find some healing in it. Definitely not the worst one, having read some of the other contributions here. My long-term girlfriend, who I was going to spend Christmas with, cheated on me. Then when I tried to forgive and gave her a chance to make it work, she decided she simply wanted to end things there. Now I'm sitting here staring at a huge pile of gifts I'd got her, wondering what the point is anymore. My sister went and died. Got a call from my dad last night while at my aunt's house with my mom and brother. I could barely understand him as he was most likely drunk out of his mind. My ex divorced me this year. Finalized on what would have been my 11th year anniversary. She took the kids and moved 900 miles away. I'm so sad all the time now. Even having my kids with me for Christmas, I feel empty. All I want is my family back. I did. I told my family our convicted pedophile uncle would never know my kids, and if he is there at Christmas, I wouldn't be. Neither would my kids. This year will be a very quiet Christmas at my house because they all think I am a bigot. I wouldn't say it ruined Christmas, but my cousin died by suicide almost a month ago, and my aunt called my mom crying this morning because they have to do Christmas without her. Sort of put a damper on everyone's mood. To be clear, I'm not blaming my aunt. It's just really sad. My mom was crying. My dad was crying. It's just hard. When we have moments of joy, it makes me feel guilty because she's gone. And then I also feel really upset because I wish there was something I could have done. Just a sad time. My dad gives me clothes that are a size small and calls it motivation to lose weight. Edit. I'm not obese lol, just chubby. I mostly wear a medium. Edit number 2. Thank you everyone for your kindness and for sharing your stories. Knowing that I am not alone has really made my Christmas so much better. You all have given me confidence to try to make his behavior stop. My wife ruined it. She left the fridge open when we went to bed yesterday, so we needed to throw away all our Christmas food. I don't mind really. We celebrated by ourselves and our newborn, so there was food for two. Things happen when you are tired. And it's actually an okay excuse to go to McDonald's. I did. By losing my fiance and my job. So I am broke. Borderline homeless for Christmas. Yay. Me. The nearby church that started playing a full-blown medley for Christmas songs starting at 7 AM. It's 7:32 where I am and they're still going. My uncle got jailed up. Again. Supposedly for having an illegal weapon and not being too careful with it. He left it on the table unloaded. His older son, 19 yo, grabbed it and was playing with it along other friends. Drunk and probably high. He shot himself in the neck and bled to death. The gun was indeed unloaded, but there was still a bullet in the chamber nobody knew about, and loaded magazine was full. An accident it seems. But when he got arrested the charges were culpable homicide and cover up. The gun disappeared. There were witnesses so we thought they could prove it was an accident, but when they talked about what happened they said my uncle shot his son in the head while playing with the unloaded weapon. He was high as FCK, pointing everyone while asking, "What if I kill you right now?" Sadly the one who played along was his son, who replied, "Kill me. My life is worthless anyway." A moose bit my sister. I'm home for holiday block leave. My dad died over 10 years ago and my mom doesn't want to see me and cares more for her boyfriend instead. I was hoping a parent would be proud to see their son come home in uniform, but I guess not. Anyways, I've been drinking heavily every other day. Hungover as I type this.